Here's the #1 mistake big creators are making, and it's costing them money. And these are the people who are supposed to teach you how to make money from Instagram, but they are doing it wrong. And if they are, how are you supposed to know what actually works? And I see this every day. Instagram coaches or monetization experts using funnels that don't drive leads and don't bring in revenue. And I know because I have helped dozens of content creators generate thousands of leads and sales through Instagram. So in this video, I will uncover the #1 mistake they're making, why it's such a big thing, and then I will fix one of their funnels to show you how easy it is to go from something broken to something that actually works. Let's dive in. So let me show you a few examples of what big creators are doing right now. First one is Brock Johnson. So Brock Johnson is an Instagram growth coach, and he helps people to grow on Instagram and make money from Instagram. And what he does in his posts is he asks people to comment hook to get one of his freebies, which is the 25 viral hook ideas. So whenever you comment hook on one of his posts, you automatically get a DM. And then inside that DM, he asks you to click on a button. So whenever you click on that button, you actually go to a landing page. And then on that landing page, you need to click on another button. And when you click on that button, you need to fill in your name, you need to fill in your email and your phone number. And whenever you do that, then you get a confirmation and you have a page where he will upsell his paid membership. So that is the first one. Now the next one, which is Modernmillie. And Modernmillie, just like Brock, she helps people to grow and make money from Instagram. And what she does in one of her posts, she asks people to comment with send pitch in order to get free email templates to send pitches to brands. So whenever you do that, you get an automatic DM, and then in that DM there is a button. When you click on that button, you go to a landing page, you need to click on another button, or you need to scroll down, and then you need to fill in your information. Once you have filled in your information, you will go to a confirmation page, and then she will upsell one of her paid products. And I could give you 50 more examples of this, but I think you see the pattern. On the surface, it looks like this is working, but this is actually one of the worst ways to convert your audience into leads and customers. So now you might think, okay, what is wrong with these funnels? And the problem I have with these funnels is that they are relying on landing pages to convert their audience into leads and customers. And landing pages don't work anymore. Landing pages just convert at 5%. So that means that if 100 people come to your landing page, only 5 people will actually sign up for the thing that you're giving to them. So you are losing 95% of your audience before they ever become a lead. And here's why. First of all, people need to leave Instagram, and that adds friction. Then they come on a landing page, and on a landing page, they need to click on a button or they need to scroll, and then they need to fill in the form. And then if they don't complete that form, you have no way to follow up with them. So these kinds of funnels aren't working anymore. So let me show you how I would fix this. So instead of using a landing page, I would use a chat funnel. With a chat funnel, people don't have to leave Instagram because everything happens in the DMs. And it also feels like a normal conversation. And these types of chat funnels convert at 50% or more. So that's 10 times better than a landing page. So if 100 people enter your funnel, actually 50 people will sign up for the free thing that you're giving to them. So instead of losing 95% of your audience, you can actually turn half of your commenters into leads instantly. In the rest of this video, I will fix Modernmillie's funnel by using a chat funnel instead of a landing page. First, let me show you how the entire funnel works, and then I will show you how we can set it up step by step. So here's how the funnel works. We ask people to comment with send pitch. Whenever they do that, they get an automatic DM with a button. Whenever they click on that button, we ask for their name and we ask for their email. And it's also good to know that if they don't reply to any of those messages, we can send automatic reminders. So whenever they give their name and they give their email, we give them the guide directly in the DMs. And then after a short time, we will send them a reminder with the upsell. And that's the entire funnel. So let me show you how we can build this out using a tool called ManyChat. So ManyChat is one of the best Instagram DM automation platforms, and I use it all the time to create these types of DM automations for my clients. And I basically use ManyChat because they're very easy to use, they're 100% meta approved, and they're very cheap. They have a free plan and their pay plan already starts at $15 a month. So you can just go to the link in the description, and there you will find my link and my discount code that will give you 30 days of the pro plan for free. And full disclaimer, this is an affiliate link. So if you pay ManyChat, I get a commission, but it doesn't have any influence on the price you pay. And it definitely helps with creating free videos like these. So you can just go to the link in the description, or you can just type in chattermice.com/MC, and that will bring you directly to the ManyChat website. And then here you can just click on Get Started, and then click on Instagram. And then you can connect with Google or connect with Facebook in order to connect your Instagram account to ManyChat. And I actually have a separate video on my YouTube channel that basically explains how to connect your Instagram account to ManyChat step by step. So after you've watched this video, I highly recommend going to that video as well. So now I'm inside ManyChat, and then we need to create our first automation. But instead of creating this from scratch, I actually already created the free template for you. That's part of my free school community. So if you go to the link in the description, or you can just go to chattermice.com/school, then you will go to my free school community, and you can just sign up for free. You just need to answer a few questions. And then once you are in, you can just go to the classroom, go to the ManyChat Masterclass Lite, and then here go to the launch your first funnel with ManyChat. And then when you click here, you get my free ManyChat template. So what you can do here is you can click on install. Then you need to select the page you want to install this for. So in this case, I will go with Chattermice support, but you just need to go with the page you want to install this for, and then click on install now. So now this is installed in your ManyChat account. So if you go to automation, then here you have a new folder called lead generation funnel, and then click again on this. And this basically contains of 2 automations. So I'll basically explain how we can set it up step by step. Right? To first go back a little bit, here is basically the landing page of Modernmillie. So she gives away free email pitch templates, basically 4 templates. And then here it basically contains of the first name, the last name, and the email address. And then whenever you fill in that information, you will go to this upsell page, which is basically just a confirmation, but also gives away the ultimate media kit for 40% off. So that's basically how that works. And we're going to change this landing page funnel basically to a chat funnel. So what we'll do is we will start by adding 2 triggers. So in ManyChat, every automation starts with a trigger. And in this case, we want to start the automation whenever someone comments with send pitch, right? So we can just basically delete this first trigger because we're not going to use that. And in this case, we're going to set up this comment trigger, and we want to reply to all poster reels because then we can just create this automation once and we never have to look at it again. And then here we want to reply if someone comments with send pitch, right? So I just type in send pitch here, and I also add some misvariations. So I will also add send pitch with a space, because it could be that people do it with a space, and it could be that people, for example, forget a letter. So I'll also add some variations here. So in the case that people do something wrong, then it will still trigger. And then here we can click on continue. And then lastly, we need to set up the public reply in the feed. So the public reply is an automatic comment in the comment section. So what you want to do inside this comment is you would basically want to excite them for the thing that they will be getting. And you want to say to them, okay, please go to your DMs in order to get it. So I'll just copy this from my second screen. So here I just say send, please check your DMs. I say, can't wait for you to get started with this. Please check your DMs and message requests. And then the last one is yay. Check your DMs to get free access. And what ManyChat will do is it will randomly pick one of these comment replies so it doesn't look spammy in the comments, right? We hit save. So this is working. And then we have this first message. So this message will be sent in the Instagram DMs. And what you want to do in this message is you want to confirm the interest in the thing that you're giving to them. So in this case, that's basically the free email page templates. So what we can say in this case is we are going to say, looks like you're ready to land your dream brand partnership. With my free pitch bundle, you will get my best industry tips and 4 templates you can use to start building relationships and landing partnerships with your favorite brands. Just click on the button below or reply with pitch to get instant access. So that's basically what we do. We give people 2 ways to go to the next step. They either need to click on this button, which is a quick reply, yeah, or they can reply with pitch. And the reason we set it up like this is that this button, which is called a quick reply, if people are on desktop, they will not see this button. And the reason for that is that this is basically a limitation of Instagram. So on mobile, they will see this, but on desktop, they will not. So if people are on desktop, we basically say, okay, or reply with pitch, so they can just type in pitch, and then they can go to the next step as well. We can update this. So whenever they click on this, then they go to the next step, right? And then in this next step, we need to add another trigger. So we basically say, or reply with pitch. So here we need to make sure that if the message begins with pitch, or it is like some misvariations, or they add, for example, a double quote or a single quote, then we also want to start this, right? And we can just enable this. This makes sure that they either click on the quick reply, one, or they are sending a message with pitch and then they go to the next step. And then here we say, awesome, just a few quick steps to get you access. What is your first name? And then we say, just type in your first name below. So that's basically what we do. And we make sure that they cannot skip this question. So we remove this skip button text. So this is basically how that works. But what we actually also can do is we can send them reminders if they don't reply to this message. So instead of setting the data collection expires to 23 hours, I actually want to set it to 3 minutes. So that makes sure that if people don't reply to this message within 3 minutes, we can send them an automatic reminder. So we can basically copy this message and then do that over here. And then we can connect the if contact has not responded to this message. And what this basically means is that if they don't reply to this message within 3 minutes, we send them this reminder. So I will just remove this because we're not going to use this. And then as a reminder, we're going to say, you're just 2 small steps away from landing your dream brand partnership. Just type in your first name below to get instant access to my free pitch bundle, right? So that's what we do. And then we set this data collection expires to 1 hour. So what this basically will do is that if they don't reply to this reminder, we can send them another reminder, right? So we actually send 2 reminders in this case. And that's what I basically do with most of my clients. Like with most of my clients, I send them 2 reminders. And it's always basically a kind of balance between being annoying and reminding people of the thing that they want to get, right? So it's always a kind of balance. Some clients do more, some clients do less. But I most often do just 2 reminders, one after 3 minutes, one after 1 hour. And then the last reminder will be, last reminder, you almost have access to my free pitch bundle. Just type in your first name below. And what's really important with this is that we set the data collection expires to 23 hours. So they basically have 23 hours to reply to this last reminder, right? So that's basically what we do. And it's also really important that you connect these to the next step as well. So if they reply to these, that they actually get the next message, right? So then in this next message, we say, nice to meet you, and then the name that they give. And then we say, and on what email do you want to receive your guide? So we're going to change this to on what email do you want to receive your pitch template or your pitch bundle? And then we say, just type in your email below. And what's really important is that we set the reply type to email so that ManyChat will automatically check if the given email is actually an email. And then again, we will add those reminders. So we will set this to 3 minutes. Right? And then we can add another reminder. So we can just copy this again, do it like this. Then we remove this. And then I'll just copy this again from my second screen. But the reminders are actually pretty similar. So we just say you're just 2 small steps away. Just type in your email below. And then we will set this to 1 hour. Yeah. And then we can copy this again. And then we will send them the last reminder. Do it like this. Last reminder, you almost have access to my free pitch bundle. Just type in your email below. So we can connect that to this one. And then also make sure that you set this to 23 hours. So people have 23 hours to respond to the last reminder. So we do that over here. And then we can connect it to the last one. So here we say, you're all set, first name, can't wait for you to get started with investing. So that's basically the template. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to say, the email pitch templates are on its way to your inbox. Can't wait for you to land your dream partnership, right? So what I normally do here is whenever we get someone's email, what I actually do is we add an action. So in ManyChat, if you go to settings, you can actually connect ManyChat to a platform. So let's say we go here to integrations, and then you can see here, like you have Google Sheets, you have ChatGPT, we have Claude, we have DeepSeek, we have Klaviyo. And whenever you connect ManyChat to one of these things, what you will get if you add an action here, so add an action, then let's say we connect it to to, for example, Active Campaign. When you do that, then here on the left side, Active Campaign will appear. And then we can actually add people that gave their email in ManyChat to Active Campaign, and we can make sure that Active Campaign sends the email with the pitch template. So that's how I would set it up, but I don't have an Active Campaign thing right now, but that's basically how I would set it up in order to send the pitch templates. I wouldn't send the pitch templates directly in the DMs. That's not what I would do. What I would do is I would send them via email, right? So that's basically what we do. We give this stuff away for free, and then the next step is to actually upsell her pay product. And we can also do that in the DMs. So what we do here is we can just add a smart delay, and then we can just wait for 10 seconds. And you can set this to anything else. So you can set this to 10 minutes, 1 minute, 1 hour, whatever you feel comfortable with. In this case, I will just go to 10 seconds because like what Millie is currently doing is that she's directly upselling her paid thing. So that's what I want to do as well. So then after the 10 seconds, we add an Instagram message, and here's where we're going to upsell her paid thing. So that's basically the media kit guide that she upsells after you get the free pitch templates. So what we will do over here, that we will say, but wait, we have something else for you. And then we say, note, this offer is only for you and you won't find it anywhere else. So then we can add a delay of, let's say, 5 seconds. And then we will add a card. So in ManyChat, you have like cards. And with cards, you can basically show your offer in a very good way, right? So what we can do is we can just upload what she has over here. So I already downloaded that to my own MacBook. And then we can add a title. And this will be Ultimate Media Kit Guide for Creators, 40% off, just $17. And I just want to double check if that's right. Yeah, $17. And then as a subtitle, we can say, create your one-page media kit. Here it is. For landing your dream brand collaborations. And then we can add a text basically saying, if you're interested in getting paid to work with brands, a media kit is a must-have for showcasing your expertise as a content creator. Then we have a delay again of, let's say, 5 seconds. And then we say, inside this, you will get it, right? So then we basically stack the offer. So we basically say, okay, that's why I created the Ultimate Media Kit Guide. Inside, you will get all of this stuff when you sign up for it. Then again, we will add a delay. And then we say, want this to, just click the button below and I will send it right over. So that's what we do over here. Do you want to get this too? Just click the button below and I will send it right over. And then here we can add 2 buttons, with one will be, yes, I want it. So these are people that are already convinced, right? So they are ready to buy. But you also have people that are still on the fence, like they're not really sure if they need to buy. So in this case, we're going to say more info, please. Both of these buttons will go to this checkout page, right? So both of these will go to your checkout page, but still we're going to add those because you have people that are ready to buy and people that are not ready to buy. So here we can open the website. What we actually can do is we can pre-fill the form. So here you have the form, you have the first name and the email, but we actually already have the name and the email in ManyChat. So what you can do is we can pre-fill the form. So how you can know whether this is available with your checkout platform, you can just search on Google for the name of your platform, which is in this case Samcart. So like Samcart, pre-fill data or pre-fill checkout or anything like that. And then you often find something that will show you how to do this. And in Samcart, you will see that you just need to add these parameters in order to pre-fill the checkout form. So what you can basically do here is you can add a question mark and then add first name is, and then the first name that we have in ManyChat, and then an email is, and then again, you type in a bracket and then you go with email, right? So that's what we do. And then we do the same thing for more info, please. So that's basically all that we do. So we give the stuff away for free and then we say, but wait, I have something else for you. This offer is only for you. You won't find it anywhere else. We basically upsell all of that information and then we say, want this too, just click the button below and I will send it right over. So that's basically the entire funnel. So when you click here on update, now it is set live. Now it is working. So let me just recap real quick, right? So what basically happens is that anytime someone comments with send pitch, they automatically get a comment reply and we send them this message. Then if they reply with pitch or they click on this button, then they will go to the next message where we say, awesome, just a few quick steps to get you access. What is your name? And then once we have got their name, then we say, and on what email do you want to receive it? In the case that they don't reply to any of these questions, we send them 2 reminders, one after 3 minutes and one after 1 hour. So both in the name and the email. And then we say the email page templates are on its way to your inbox, and then we're going to upsell it. So then we're going to give them all of this information, and then we're going to send them to the checkout page where we actually already pre-fill the form. So the conversion of your checkout page will be way higher as well. But that's basically the entire funnel. So let me show you how this works on Instagram. So now I'm on Instagram, and then if I go to this post, which is just a copy of the post of Modernmillie, then here I can just comment with send pitch. And then I get an automatic DM. Looks like you're ready to land your dream brand partnership. With my free pitch bundle, you will get this. Just click the button below. So I click on this. It says, awesome, just a few quick steps to get you access. What is your first name? So then I type in my name. Nice to meet you, Joran. And on what email do you want to receive your pitch bundle? So then I just type in my email. The email pitch templates are on its way to your inbox. Can't wait for you to land your dream partnership. And now we will wait for 10 seconds, and then it will upsell the paid product. But wait, I have something else for you. Note, this offer is only for you and you won't find it anywhere else. The Ultimate Media Kit Guide for creators, 40% off, just $17. If you're interested in getting paid to work with brands, that's why I created this. You have all of this stuff. And then whenever we click on yes, I want it, then we go to her checkout page, and then you will see that all of the data is already pre-filled. So here we have the first name, we have the email, so people only need to fill in their last name and then fill in their payment method, and then they can directly buy her product. And that's how you can create an Instagram funnel that brings in leads and drives revenue for your business. And if you want to get started with this right now, please go to my school community and download this free template and get started with this. And if you're ready to go even deeper, you need to watch the next video, because that will show you how we use this system for one of my clients that got over 2,500 leads with just a 6-page ebook.